All right, good morning, everyone. Before we begin, if everybody could remember to mute your devices. And we will begin this morning's meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Crawley.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, welcome, everybody. This is always one of my favorite meetings of the year. Welcome to the general session of the Board of Commissioners, Franklin County Board of Commissioners for April 14th, 2026. We love doing this. We do this 3 times a year where we have in state champions, and we recognize the state champions from Central Ohio. We used to recognize state champions from simply Franklin County, but we now enjoy also recognizing state champions from our neighboring counties as well. So we have people here today from Delaware County as well. Sometimes we have them in from Fairfield County, but we do like recognizing folks from our neighboring counties. But it's important. We believe it's important to recognize the future of our community and the dedication and the drive and the exceptionalism that all of you bring to our community, and let all of you know and express to all of you the immense amount of pride that we have in all of you for the work and the dedication that you all have put in over the course of not just the last few months, but for a lot of you, for most of you, for most of your lives. And we also like to make sure that we recognize those that are with you today, and to encourage you guys to recognize those that are with you today, because it's not just the work and the effort that you put in, but it's the work and the effort that your families put in along with you, and encourage you guys to recognize them as well. It's not just about you. We are the two of us, and as is Commissioner Boyce, who's not here today, we are the parents of some pretty high caliber athletes as well, and we know what it takes to get to where you guys are. The two of us, believe it or not, the two of us were, and as was Commissioner Boyce, were pretty good athletes back in our day. I was on a state championship team, and the reason we started doing this at the Board of Commissioners many years ago is because when I was in high school, my team won the state championship, and City Council had us down to recognize our state championship, and I just thought it was the greatest thing in the world. And to be honest with you, it was one of the many things in my life that spurred me on to want to have a career in public service, which is one of the other very selfish reasons why we want to have you guys down here today, is because we're not always going to be sitting in these seats, and we need to have other people in the future that are going to come up here and sit in these seats after us. And so we want to make sure that you guys are exposed to what it is that we do and that others do in our community. There are plenty of seats in city councils, not just in Columbus, but in all of the communities around Central Ohio, whether it's in Franklin County or Fairfield County or Delaware County or the surrounding counties. Plenty of seats in city councils and mayor's offices and county commissions. And so if we can encourage you guys to want to aspire to seats in leadership, that's what we want to do, because I believe, and I've always said, and my colleagues have as well, that this state championship that you've accomplished, both for yourselves and as a team, should not be the most important thing that you've ever done in your life. It should simply be a stepping stone or a springboard on to greater things in your life. If when you are, older in your life, and this is the most important thing you've ever accomplished, as Bruce Springsteen sings, if these are your glory days, then this is a pretty sad aspect, or pretty sad accomplishment for you. This should be something that springs you on to much more and much greater accomplishments in your life. This should just be the first thing, or one of the first things that helps you to achieve great heights in your life. And so we want to make sure that we recognize this as just that, the one of the many, or one of the first of many great things in your life. And so we are here today to do just that, and also to remind you to thank your parents, thank your grandparents, thank your little sisters, thank your dog for, encouraging you all the way along the line to get where you are today. Because there are many people who helped you to get to where you are. And so, we are here today to help you do that. So I'll turn it over to my colleague.
I really don't have much to add to that. You said it all, as you do every time, and so eloquently. The small thing that I would add is, the things that you have learned to get you to where you are as state champions will be the thing that propels you forward in your careers, or whether you go on to play another year in high school, or you go to college, or you decide to do something different. But teamwork, perseverance, commitment, dedication, those are all qualities that you have learned as you've been on it with a team, or even in individual sport. You know what it looks like to fail and get up and try again. And those will be things that will move you forward as you go ahead with your career. As Commissioner O'Grady said, we play sports. I didn't play on a team that went to the state champions. I have no idea what that feels like, but I can only imagine the work that went into getting to that caliber. I have have twin girls, one that played volleyball on a regional team, then a national team, then went to the University of Kentucky and played volleyball for a club, and she still plays volleyball to this day. She was playing volleyball over the weekend with a rec team. And as a parent, we sacrifice to make sure that you all can have your dreams be realized, your family sacrifices. And so don't forget to thank them, thank your siblings, your coaches, everyone that contributed to you being where you are today. We don't do anything as an individual. It always takes a village. And the things that they gave up to make sure that you can play your sport and live out this dream should not go unnoticed. And so just remember to say thank you. And to the parents and the coaches that are here, or especially to the coaches, you don't have to do this, but you wake up every day dedicating yourselves to the sport, to the craft, to these students, so they can be successful. And for that, we say congratulations.
The other thing we want to do, thank you, Commissioner. The other thing we want to do is we're going to have our friends from the Sports Commission come up and the High School Athletic Association come up and speak. But, the other thing, you might think to yourself, whether your parents or your student athletes, you might think to yourself, why do the Franklin County Board of Commissioners take their time to do this, other than to say, to recognize these students. But, one of the things you should know is that we invest in sports. We're going to have Linda Logan from the Sports Commission come up and Tim Stride from the Athletic Association come up and talk. But we invest in sports, and we invest in sports all the time. Sports are a big part of the economy of Franklin County, and we consider them to be an economic driver in Central Ohio. And Linda may touch on that when she comes up. But whether it's high school sports or youth sports or the Blue Jackets or the Crew or this potentially here this new National Women's Soccer League team that we're considering investing in here maybe shortly. When teams, whether they're youth sports or professional sports, when the Memorial Tournament, on and on and on, when sports are here in town, that is an investment, and we thrive. We operate and thrive on sales tax here at Franklin County. That's how one of the many ways that we do business. And so when people are here spending money, whether it's the money you pay to go to a high school game, not until the tournament starts, but when you go to a high school game, or the money that you spend afterwards when you go to a restaurant, or when you come into town for the tournament and you spend that money at a restaurant, or you go and spend the money in a hotel. We don't here in Central Ohio, but the other teams that come in for the tournaments do. Or if you think about it, softball tournaments that are at Berliner Park almost every weekend all summer long, or the volleyball tournaments that are in town at the convention center, or at the many gyms and arenas. They're all over town. Sports are a very, very big business, especially here in Columbus and Franklin County. And so we invest in sports. We invest in the Greater Columbus Sports Commission. We invest in many different aspects of sports and athletics all throughout Central Ohio on a regular basis because they drive the economy. And so this is a big deal for us. And what you guys do and what you participate in is a big deal for us. And so from an economic standpoint, this is a big deal for us. And so you guys, we like to do this. We like to recognize you and recognize your accomplishments. But what you're doing on the field also matters to us financially. And I don't usually talk about that when the state champions come in, but I figured I might as well today because we should, because from an economic standpoint, you guys matter to us as well. So, but with that, I'd like to have Linda and Tim come up and present before we call all of you guys up and recognize all of you for your accomplishments.
Thank you, commissioners, administrators. So happy to be here. I'm Linda Logan, the CEO and president of the Greater Columbus Sports Commission, and we are proud to host many of the state championships here in Franklin County. And then Tim Street with the Ohio High School Athletic Association will say a few words as well. But during this past season, 13 high schools in our area won state championships in one form or fashion, either with teams or individuals representing swimming, diving, wrestling, bowling. All very exciting. And I know maybe half of you were able to come today, so we're very excited. There were 3 state championship teams and 11 individual state champions, and 4 of those individual state champions won more than one state championship. So very proud of all of you, and just again, proud to be here and appreciate all that Franklin County and the commissioners do for us each and every day. So thank you. Tim?
Thank you, Linda. Hi, I'm Tim Street from the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Thank you for your comments that hit the nail on the head with high school athletics and what they mean. And I will just say that this winter, it was amazing to watch these student athletes compete for a state championship. I'm always reminded sometimes they look so different sitting here than they do out on the big stage. But they just did amazing. Congratulations on the state championship. And thank you for the invitation and making this a priority for your program. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. And Tim, I apologize for mispronouncing your name. So let's begin. There were a lot of really great athletes. And then, by the way, if you think that we call you in here and we don't know who you are and we don't pay attention or recognize, we absolutely do pay attention. Especially, I'm a former wrestler, so I pay attention, especially to the wrestling and to the girls wrestling as well. I have some good friends who are some of the coaches who started the girls wrestling across the Central Ohio, and so my daughter is a softball player, but she also has some good friends that are wrestlers, and so my wife and I definitely pay attention to the girls wrestling as well. So if you think that I don't know who you are and what you've been doing on the mat, you're crazy. So, but anyway, as we call you guys up, we're gonna call you guys up as from your schools. We want whether you're here with a coach or with an administrator from your school. We'll have your coach come up or administrator come up, talk about you, talk about your accomplishments. But you guys, and for those of you that have been here before, you know the drill. But we also want the kids to say a few things. This is your chance to do a little public speaking. But we want you to come up and the coach will talk about you. But we also want you to introduce yourself, talk about, let us know what grade you're in. If you're a senior, we want you to tell us what your plans are. Maybe you're going to go on to college. Maybe you're not. But if you're going on to college, please let us know where you're going and what your plans are. And if you're not going on, even if you're not going on to college, just let us know what your thoughts are on your future. And then, but you can also let us know what the season meant to you, whether you're a freshman or a senior, no matter what. Just let us know what the season meant to you. And then we will, and before you guys take your seats, we'll come up here and get a picture with you. And so anyway, let's get started. We'll start with Gahanna-Lincoln. Their girls wrestling with, I believe, Coach Jamie Leesburg and state champion Kylie Tibbs. And as usual, a wrestler, they're laughing at their coaches.
She was just making sure we're coming up. Make her do this by herself. I'm Coach Jamie Leesburg from Gahanna. That's my assistant coach, Jeff Tibbs, who just happens to be Kylie's dad also. I'm fortunate to have most of my coaches are coach dads, which is a tough position to be in. But Kylie makes it easy. This year she was 44-2, repeated as a state champ at a different weight class, team captain. Again, competed in the off season at Fargo and did everything for Team Ohio, those kind of things. So all the stuff that you got to do to get better in this sport. But like I said, she makes it easy. Makes everybody in the room better just by pushing them and being a good example. So, Dan.
Oh, I get to go. All right. Beautiful. Bear with me as I pull up the text message. So, first of all, I'll say that the level of pride that I have for this young lady is it's not measurable, and that can come off corny at times. But those who are dad coaches understand the outpouring. And the best thing that I get is that the reflection of the things that I happen to get right come out on the mat. And it's been a blessing to be a part of your journey. And one of the things that I expressed to you via text message I was looking for, but I couldn't find it, was that I didn't want anyone to speed you up into what a 3-time would look like. Kylie has worked hard enough to be a 2-time state champion, and that's as rare as it comes in the sport, really any high school sport, to be at the pinnacle twice. And one of the things that comes along with that is expectations, and what are you going to do next, and can you be a 3-timer? And I could feel that was already creeping up on her, and I told her, I said, hey, bask in what you have earned and keep replaying this moment in your head, and don't let anybody turn to tomorrow into today. And she's really taken hold to that. And I can just tell by her work ethic that we go into the spring and the summer that she's enjoying what her work has given her the opportunity to bask in. And I just want her to spend as much time doing that, because it's a hard sport. It's an unforgiving sport. It's a thankless sport. And a lot of times it's happening to you. You do an excellent job putting yourself out there and impacting your opponents. And I love to see it. So.
Hi, I'm Kylie. I'm a junior in high school. And being at state again, it was, I feel like anything in winning again. But, like, the anxiety that I felt when I stepped on the mat was, like, overwhelming. But then I looked into the corner and saw the people that support me, and it helped me a lot. And I'm looking forward to training this summer in Italy at training camp and then going to Fargo in July.
Nice. Congratulations.
Great, congratulations. We gotta see that. All right, next is Olentangy Orange girls wrestling with Coach Brian Nicola and state champion Mackenzie Carter. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, there was another Gahanna. I apologize. The Gahanna-Lincoln High School boys bowling state champion, Coach Yvonne Chiaro, and state champion Cale Klaus. I apologize.
Thank you for having us is the first thing I will say, and good morning. It's a great honor to be up here with this young man. I've had him as part of my programs for the last 4 years. He started with us as a freshman, and he's been co-captain for the last 2 years. Don't be fooled by the calm and cool, collected demeanor. He's quite the beast on the lanes, and he showed that this year. The coach-to-athlete relationship that you build in this sport is, in my opinion, unparalleled. I'm a boy mom, and I'm a boy coach. It's not often that you see female coaches coaching the boys' teams for bowling, but this is where I want to be. Cale is the epitome of what you want in a student-athlete. He is a student first, he is an athlete second, and he does both very, very well. He's respected by his teammates. He's able to give them direction when they need it. And although he's a lefty, he's very good at helping the righties as well. He's not maintained anything less than a 3.5 cumulative GPA through all of his high school career, I believe. And this is AP courses, so that's no joke. He was voted team captain by his teammates. As a two-handed bowler, which I'm not sure that many of you are familiar with, but if you watch the PBA, that is the way to bowl now, is with two hands. When Cale started with us, he was a two-handed bowler with his thumb in the ball, which, to say the least, was not exactly where he needed to be. He finally made the choice to make a change, and as a result, his game just continued to improve. If we talk about Cale and his individual accomplishments, his regular season high this year was a 243. He carried an average of 205 pins. Now, if you know anything about bowling, a perfect score is a 300. So to maintain an average of over 200 as a high school bowler is pretty good. Cale, in sectionals, we have 3 different competitions. In sectionals, he tied for 12th out of more than 300 bowlers and helped the team advance to districts. His series in that case was a 224, 206, 202. Our team won the district championship with Cale's assistance. This is our second district championship with him as part of the team, and it was a true team effort because in that event, Cale didn't have his best day. But he put himself 35th out of 100 bowlers. So even that was an accomplishment. But during state competition, Cale's performance earned him the individual state championship with a 3-game series of 720, which meant he bowled a 232, 255, and 233, averaging a 240 in state level competition.
Wow.
Now, what you don't know about state level competition is it's not just like a normal pattern when you go into a bowling center and you bowl. Normal people bowl on what we call a house pattern. All of these competitions are not house patterns. They're challenge patterns, and they force the bowlers to learn the lane, learn their ball, learn their equipment, and know what to pick up next. Cale is one of those bowlers that has everything in line. He knows what to do. He knows how to do it, and he did a great job at it. As his coach, I'm very honored to have been able to coach him the last 4 years. He is definitely going to be missed.
Hi, I'm Cale. I'm a senior at Gahanna-Lincoln, and this past Sunday I actually signed with Marion University to continue bowling in college, and I plan on majoring in mechanical engineering while I'm there. So it's going to be a very difficult time, but I plan to try my best and have a lot of fun while I'm there.
Now we have Olentangy Orange, high school girls wrestling with Coach Brian Nicola and state champion Mackenzie Carter.
Hi, guys. I'm Brian Nicole. I'm the girls' coach at Olentangy Orange. Thank you guys for having us out today. Mr. O'Brien, you were wrestled Reedy, right? And Dom DeSabato is one of our assistant coaches. I think you wrestled maybe his brother Luke.
Yep.
Back in the day, right?
I did. Dom's a good friend.
He's a good dude. So this is Mackenzie Carter. She's a junior at Olentangy Orange. Tell you a little bit about Mackenzie. She was 46-2 this year, and a state champ at 120 pounds in the girls division. She's a 4.0 student and has had a really successful career. She's been in our program since sixth grade and really from the start, has worked to develop herself as a wrestler, but more specifically as a teammate. Let me tell you a little bit more about her. On the wrestling side, she was a two-time runner-up coming into this year, and this year got that state title with a really big win over a nationally ranked opponent. So it was definitely she earned it. She was a Fargo finalist, which is our national tournament. It's the biggest high school tournament in the world, and this past summer. But let me tell you a little bit more about her just as an individual. She has always been a good wrestler, but over the last 3 years has worked to develop how she leads. She's quiet by nature, but has become a strong leader in our room and actively worked to she was a captain as a sophomore, good wrestler, and has emerged as somebody that the team looks to and the team leans on and the coaches lean on. Some of the things she's done over the course of her career here on the leadership side. When you've got the strongest wrestler in your room that is the hardest worker and makes the right choices academically and socially, it's really hard for kids that want to also be state champs or to be successful to do the wrong things. It's a very easy blueprint for someone to find. We have a girl who's a year younger than her that wrestles the weight class above her, and she said to me recently, if I just model what she does, then I'm going to be successful. And so another example I wanted to point out that she did is the week after winning the state title, she went up to the girls' youth state tournament. We have 70 girls in our youth program, we're really lucky. It's a good program, but all of them want to be Kenzie Carter. Okay, and so she went up to the girls' youth state tournament, was braiding hair, was coaching them in the corner, and that makes it really easy for us as coaches to continue to get kids in our community excited about the sport. I'm sure she'll tell you a little bit about it, but one of my favorite things about her with how she approaches each match, she looks at each match as an opportunity to improve, an opportunity to compete, and gets excited about it, and is kind of she's wrestled some really good girls over the years and, kind of offers up the result and decides she's just going to train and compete to the highest level of her ability and view each match as an opportunity to learn and get better and grow in the sport. So she's an awesome kid. She's pretty excited to talk to you guys. So, Kenzie Carter.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie Carter. I'm a junior at Olentangy Orange High School, and I just want to say that the level of gratitude I hold for all my family and coaches and teammates and everybody that supports me is just immeasurable. Any sport gets hard, but not only do they allow me to pursue doing it and my goals and stuff, but they really allow me to do it while having fun and really just enjoy the process of getting to do that. So, thank you.
All right, the Olentangy Berlin High School girls swimming team, Coach Elizabeth Ashwill, and state champion Leah Nebraska. I think she's been here before.
Thank you so much for having us today and for recognizing our athletes and the hard work that they've put in this season and over the course of their career. This is Leah Nebraska. She was a 2-time state champion this year in both the 50 freestyle and the 100 freestyle, which is quite the accomplishment. I am really honored to have been Leah's coach for the last 4 years with our high school program. This is my 4th year with our program, so this class is especially special to me just because they're my seniors that started with me as freshmen. So it's been a real honor to get to watch her grow. She has overcome some big challenges. Her freshman year, she was injured and was unable to finish the season, and then was able to come back and qualify for states her sophomore, junior, and senior year. So to finish it out with the accomplishment of getting first in both of her events was really amazing. One other accomplishment is she now holds 8 of our 11 female records in swimming, which is really amazing to see an athlete who is so flexible. And as a coach, there's nothing better than an athlete who is coachable, who is determined, who is kind. And Leah exemplifies all of those things on the deck. She is such a cheerleader for her fellow swimmers, and she's so encouraging to the younger athletes, and they all look up to her, even if they're scared of her sometimes because she's just so amazing. But it really has been an honor coaching her, and I'm so proud of her and just excited to watch what she will continue to do in this field.
Hi, I'm Leah Nebraska. I'm a senior at Olentangy Berlin. She kind of touched on it earlier, but I was injured my freshman year, and so this year was just a great culmination of all the hard work and effort that it has been. It's been not always been the easiest path, but it's definitely been one that I wouldn't change anything about. Next year, I am going to swim at the University of Akron, and I am going to major in nursing.
Nice. Congratulations.
All right. St. Charles swimming, Coach Kyle Goodrich, and state champion, the entire team, I guess. They weren't hard to pick out, all those guys in their ties. So I have to say, Coach, my son's a 2017 St. Charles grad, and to all of you gentlemen, he still hangs out with all those guys. So they still see each other on a pretty regular basis.
Yeah.
All these years later. So.
Good group, certainly. Well, thank you to the commissioners, OHSAA, and the Greater Columbus Sports Commission. I'm honored to speak about this group of outstanding young men. We finished this season 12-1 in our dual meets. Our one loss was to Carmel High School in Indiana, and they just finished their 12th straight state championship in Indiana, so they're a powerhouse. We also won several invites throughout the year, including winning the Central Catholic League championships, sectional championships, and then the Division I state championship. Some fun facts I have for you all if you're not swimmers. This was our 3rd state title ever and our 2nd in a row. And we scored the 5th most points in Division I state swimming championship history. St. Charles and St. Xavier both scored over 300 points, which is only the 2nd time in history that 2 teams have done that. The first was last year when both of our teams did that. And so that's pretty exciting. In terms of individuals, we had 29 scholar athletes, which means they had a 3.3 or better at St. Charles. 15 all-district, 13 all-Ohio, 8 all-Americans. And I'm going to have our seniors come up here in a second and talk about that. But in terms of individual and relay performances, throughout the season, we actually set all 3 state records in all 3 relays records. And so by the time we got to the state championships, we had possession of those already. At the meet, we won 5 different events, 2 relays, and 3 individual events. And a lot of that is from our upperclassmen and our seniors and our captains who have just done a great job leading our team. Last year, I told reporters last year, the season wasn't quite as stressful, but the meet itself was stressful. If you remember, we were here a year ago. We had won by 1 point over St. X, by 0.05 in the final relay. So it came down to the last event, came down to the last swimmer of the last event, came down to the touch. And very, very exciting, very, very stressful. This year, we won by around almost 40 points. The meet itself wasn't quite as stressful, but the season, I think that we would all say was a lot more stressful, just kind of carrying the weight of that, trying to not get caught up in that. But I think that we all knew what our expectations and hopes were for this season. So that was probably our biggest challenge. I'm just proud of them for overcoming. So I'm going to turn it over to our captains and our seniors, and they can just say where they're going to go to school.
Hi, I'm Brad King. I'm a senior. I'm one of the team captains from last season. I'm going to be going to OSU and majoring in business. One thing about this team, really, I've been a part of swimming for 10 years now, and I've been on a lot of different teams. But this team is different. The resilience and hard work and effort that comes from all these guys here was really different this season, and they showed it through their performance at states. It's been great to see like how everyone has come all this way. It's definitely, I don't know if I'll ever experience a team like this again. So, yeah.
Hi, my name is Alex Wu. I'm going to be swimming for the University of Chicago next year and majoring in economics. One thing about this team is just the commitment that we all have and the teamwork that we have together.
Hi, my name is Pierce Bateman, senior at St. Charles. I'll be playing water polo for the United States Air Force Academy. And since they added something about the team, I will too. We've been together as a group since we swam with club at Ohio State. And we all kind of followed him once he became head coach. And it's just been awesome, just like pushing each other and rising to ultimately win 2 state championships.
Hi, my name is Austin Carpenter. I'm a senior. Just to touch on the team, I'm just really grateful for these guys. We have a really special group of guys. We've known each other for years, and it's just been amazing being able to complete like our last time as a team together in such great fashion. And I'll be swimming at the University of Texas next year.
Hi, my name is Gabe Nixon. I'm a senior at St. Charles, and I'll be going to The Ohio State University next year, where I'll be majoring in finance, entrepreneurship with a minor in real estate.
Hi, my name is Jake Lloyd. I'm a senior. I'm going to Arizona State next year to swim, and I just want to say how much of a gift it is to swim with these guys. It's really easy to show up to practice every day and get pushed by everyone here, so thank you for that.
I'm Aiden Fortney. I'm also a senior. I'm going to swim at John Carroll next year. I'm just grateful to swim with these guys for the past 4 years and accomplish all the stuff we've done this past 2.
right, the St. Francis DeSales High School boys swimming team with Coach Ryan, is it Beekner? And state champion Luke DeFrancisco.
First, I want to just thank Franklin County Board of Commissioners for having us down here and recognize all the individuals, and obviously we got a lot of great swimmers that from around town that get recognized. So my only one plug would, you talked about the business aspect, build more pools in Central Ohio if you can. So just while I'm thinking about that, and you said that earlier, I was like, if you can find a way, find more pools. So we need pool space. We're not like St. Charles. We don't have our own pool, so we have to dig around a lot. So it's hard. Luke won the 200 IM and 100 breaststroke at the Division II state level after taking third and runner-up in those meets, respectively, last season. His 200 IM was the fastest in either division and was an automatic All-American qualifier or top 50, top 100 in the country. He also helped us get the second most points for our team ever at the state level, along with the diver, and was part of a state qualifying 400 free relay as well. He broke his own district meet record in the 200 IM and won both the 200 IM and 100 breaststroke at districts as well. He leaves DeSales holding 5 individual team records, 5 of the 8 individuals, more than any other team individual in team history. He also placed 4th in the 200 free and 6th in the 100 breast at the National Catholic Invitational in Baltimore, Maryland in January. He was also one of our 8 academic All-Americans from our team. Basically has to have a 3.75 or higher throughout his career. So very sad to see Luke go. Very dedicated swimmer, probably the most dedicated swimmer I've ever had. And I've been coaching for well over 20-something years. So very happy to have him. So tell him where you're going next year.
Hi, I'm Luke. I'm a senior at DeSales. Next year I'm going to the University of North Carolina, Wellington, where I'll be swimming and studying biology on pre-med track. First of all, I would like to thank all the guys at St. Charles. Being able to swim with them throughout my club career and have some of the fastest swimmers in the country push me to a higher level, I think definitely contributed to my success and my progression. And this season meant a lot to me because last year I fell short in a goal that was something that I'd always wanted throughout my high school career. So to be able to capitalize my senior year and do it in such a way that positively represents my school and my coaches, my family, my friends really meant a lot to me. Thank you.
All right, and finally, we have the Wellington High School boys swimming team with Coach Bill, is it Millie? Miller? Okay, and champion Jack Mahaffey. I apologize.
Unfortunately, Coach Miller couldn't make it today, so I'm Nick Williams, Athletic Director, stepping in today. Thank you all for having us. Jack represents Wellington Athletics at the highest level. Jack is a fantastic leader for us. He's a fantastic student, and more than anything, he's a fantastic individual, and it's really my honor to be standing up here today. A few highlights about the season from Jack. Jack broke 3 school records this year for us, which was absolutely fantastic and super exciting. Jack is our first, for Wellington School, is our first swimming state champion, so that was a huge accomplishment this year for us, and our first state championship for our athletic program since 2019. Jack's also conference champion in multiple events. and we're just super excited and proud of Jack for the season. One thing that Jack doesn't know, we're a pre-K through 12 school, and just the students, the little students who come up to me every day and say, I want to meet Jack, I want to talk to Jack, I'm so proud of Jack. It's just super exciting. We have assembly tomorrow for Jack, and I think he will feel that tomorrow from our younger students. So just super proud of Jack, great role model, great leader for our program.
My name is Jack Mahaffey. I really appreciate being invited. I just want to thank my parents, my coaches, the school admin, especially my club teammates and high school teammates. Club teammates are St. Charles, so really big thanks to them. Yeah, I'm a junior at the Wellington school. I'm undecided for college as of right now, but thank you.
Well, that's all of the state champions that are in attendance. But before we conclude, if we have a few others that I'd like to recognize. The Upper Arlington High School girls swimming team, the Bishop Watterson High School boys wrestling team, the Bexley High School boys diving team, the Dublin Kaufman High School boys wrestling, they had a state champion, the New Albany High School girls diving team, and the St. Francis DeSales High School boys wrestling also had state champion. So, you know, these are just some of the others that Linda was mentioning earlier from here in Central Ohio. We have a huge tradition. Fall sports, winter sports, spring sports, we have, you know, just dozens of state champions every season. And it's our honor and our pleasure to be able to recognize all of you. So to you seniors that are going to be heading off, I have a graduating senior this year as well. She's playing softball right now. Heading off and going off to college. Congratulations to you and best of luck. Enjoy the next chapter of your life. For those of you that are underclassmen, we expect to see you back here next year. Or hope to, for certain, but expect to as well. Keep up all the hard work and the dedication that's gotten you here so far. You know, we will look forward to celebrating you again. You know, so, and for all of you family members and coaches and administrators, keep pushing and encouraging these kids. And for those of you young athletes that are both seniors and underclassmen, give your parents a hug, give your siblings a hug, give your administrators and coaches a hug, and remember to say thank you to everybody who helped get you where you are and show the appreciation that they deserve. So thank you all for being here. You are welcome to stay and learn about county government. Absolutely, Administrator.
Thank you, Commissioners. Chris Long, Deputy County Administrator. As someone also who many, many moons ago was part of a two-time state basketball championship team, I have a friendly reminder for all of you. First of all, this is a springboard, absolutely, but what you accomplished is awesome, and absolutely celebrate it. And right now, while you're thinking about it, print copies of those pictures that are on your phone, save videos, and make a plan in 15 years or 20 years, which seems like forever from now, and get your friends back together again, and your parents and others. I was blessed to have folks who had massive scrapbooks, and we had videos, and it is the funnest thing. Pay it forward, come back and visit your school in 20 years, support them, and just get together. So make a plan, but again, congratulations. It's one of, as both Commissioner O'Grady and Commissioner Crawley said, one of our favorite times of the year to celebrate all the accomplishments that you have done. Thank you.
Yeah. Deputy County Administrator Long is absolutely correct. You know, and I made a mention from the gentleman from St. Charles. My son does still, you know, on a regular basis get a chance to see his friends from St. Charles, or a lot of them, because they're here in town. And Coach Nicola from Olentangy Orange mentioned his colleague from the DeSales family. I am fortunate that I'm here in Columbus, and I have a chance to get together with many of the guys from my wrestling team on a regular basis. But don't take that for granted. Definitely save some of the mementos, and you'll have people from your high school getting in touch with you over the years to get together for reunions. But don't take that for granted. That's for sure, because it's good. Our coach gets us together occasionally, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing to be able to celebrate this years down the road. So anyway, you are welcome to stay and learn about county government, but you do not have to. You can continue to use the Franklin County Board of Commissioners as an excuse to get out of school if you'd like. But if you'd like to leave, we are not going to be offended if you
At all.
So,
Thank you.
take care, everybody. Hope to see you again soon. Bye, Linda. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Have a
guys.
great day. You too. Thank
See you guys. See you, gentlemen. So the mayor's daughter who went to Wellington now goes to Waterston.
Right. Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.
And the room is now empty. It's always sad. The room is now empty.
I notice I'm usually the first one up.
Yeah, there's an echo in here when you speak too. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
See you, Coach. Okay. All right, we need an approval of the minutes for the March 26, 2026 briefing session and the March 31st, 2026 general session.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Thank you. The minutes have been approved.
All right, to the engineer. And we have a public hearing for Resolution 2020-26. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Establishing, altering, and widening of Arnsby Road, Madison Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
So I'd like to open the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone here in the audience who would like to speak on this public hearing? I think they all just left. Seeing none, I'd like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 22026, establishing, altering, and widening of Arnsby Road, Madison Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
Good morning, Commissioners. Nick Soulis on behalf of Franklin County Engineer Adam Fowler. Commissioners, this resolution and the four that follow it all relate to our 2025 Safe Routes to Schools program. All of the projects are located in Madison Township and Blacklick Estates, and they all involve improving pedestrian infrastructure, ADA curb ramps, and crossing improvements around, in this particular case, with Arnsby Road adjacent to or near Dunlow Elementary School. So pending, this is the second legislative step in the process, will allow the engineer to prepare plans and specifications. And pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 2026.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 22026 has been adopted.
Okay, we have a public hearing for the resolution 22126. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Establishing, altering, and widening of Dunlow Road, Madison Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
I would like to open the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak to the public hearing? Seeing none, I would like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 22126, establishing, altering, and widening of Dunlow Road, Madison Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
Again, Commissioners, similar to the previous resolution, this does seek to improve pedestrian infrastructure, again, involving or benefiting Dunlow Elementary School. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval Resolution 22126.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 22126 has been adopted.
All right, we have a public hearing for Resolution 22226. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Establishing, altering, and widening of Madison School Drive and Greystone Drive, Madison Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
All right, I'd like to open the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone here in the audience who would like to speak to this public hearing? Seeing none, I'd like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 22226, establishing, altering, and widening of Madison School Drive and Greystone Drive, Madison Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
Commissioners, this resolution, similar to the last two, this one involves Madison Elementary School. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval Resolution 22226.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 22226 has been adopted.
All right, we have a public hearing for Resolution 22326. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Establishing, altering, and widening of Sedalia Drive, Madison Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
I'd like to open the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone in the audience who'd like to speak to the public hearing? Seeing none, I'd like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 22326, establishing, altering, and widening of Sedalia Drive, Madison Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
Commissioners, this resolution pertains to and benefits Dunlow Elementary School as well. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval Resolution 22426.
223.
Oh, 22326. I did say that and then confused myself. I move for approval of Resolution 22326.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 22326 has been adopted.
And we have we have a public hearing for Resolution 22426. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Establishing, altering, and widening of Sundale Road and Sundale Place South, Madison Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
So I'd like to open a public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak to the public hearing? Seeing none, I'd like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 22426, establishing, altering, and widening of Sundale Road and Sundale Place South, Madison Township, Franklin County, Ohio, viewed. Engineer to file plans as necessary.
Commissioners, this final resolution pertaining to our safe routes to schools, again, pertains to and benefits Dunlow Elementary School. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval Resolution 22426.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 22426 has been adopted. Resolution number 22526, resolution authorizing a contract with Affiliated Resource Group Incorporated Consultant to provide expert knowledge and services to support multiple information system initiatives in the amount of $69,825.
Commissioners, Affiliated Resources provides technical assistance with our network infrastructure and security, computer security systems. Affiliated is a local business, and they are a small business enterprise. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 22526.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 22526 has been adopted. Resolution number 22626, preliminary allocation and final encumbrance of county motor vehicle license fee $5 funds for the city of Reynoldsburg in the amount of $1,348,000.
Commissioners, our final resolution pertains to the Wagner Road Improvement Project currently being undertaken by the City of Reynoldsburg. They have made a request for their license fee funds to pay for a portion of those improvements. It's a collaborative project between Franklin County and Reynoldsburg, and this will help fund Part 2 of their project, which is Priestley Drive North to East Broad Street. Pending any questions, we ask for your approval.
There are no comments or questions. Move for approval of Resolution 22626.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 22626 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners. Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
Thank you.
The Sheriff.
Resolution number 22726. Resolution authorizing an agreement with LexisNexis Risk Solutions for Accurate Virtual Crime Center software in the amount of $42,815.59.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Albert Smith, Assistant Finance Director for the Sheriff's Office. This first resolution is an agreement with LexisNexis, which will allow our office to continue using a current virtual crime center software. This software will give us access to nationwide crime data to detect patterns, predict upcoming events, and deploy resources efficiently. Pending any questions, I ask your approval.
There are no comments or questions. Move for approval of Resolution 22726.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 22726 has been adopted. Resolution number 22826. Resolution authorizing a contract amendment with North Point Incorporated, doing business as Equivant for unlimited licensing and objective classification system in the amount of $458,490.
Commissioners, our next resolution will will authorize an agreement with North Point. This agreement will allow unlimited user licenses for our corrections objective classification system. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
There are no comments or questions. Move for approval of Resolution 22826.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 22826 has been adopted. Resolution number 22926. Resolution authorizing a transfer of appropriations and a purchase order for the return of prisoners.
Commissioners, our final resolution authorizes the transfer of appropriations in the amount of $34,930.35 to cover the expenses incurred in the pursuit and transportation of prisoners. These appropriations cover the expenses for January and February of this year. The itemized monthly reports have been approved by the Sheriff. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
There are no comments or questions. Move for approval of Resolution 22926.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 22926 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners. Have a good day.
You
Thanks,
too.
Albert.
Thank you.
Too. Animal Care and Control.
Resolution number 23026. Resolution authorizing the acceptance of a gift from Ann L. Brisk in the amount of $9,965.90.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Wonu Shan, Fiscal Officer for Animal Care and Control. I'm requesting approval of resolution authorizing the acceptance of gift to Animal Care and Control from Ann L. Brisk in the amount of $9,965.90. This donation will be deposited into the Animal Care and Control Donation Fund to support dog shelter operations. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 23026.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 23026 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. And the Economic Engagement and Community Development.
Resolution number 19426. Resolution authorizing a grant agreement with That's a Real Situation Incorporated to support the Sunrise Youth Development, Violence Prevention, and Community Stabilization Program in the amount of $325,000.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Andrina Austin, serving as Director of Economic Engagement and Community Development. Commissioners, for That's a Real Situation Incorporated, due to the need to further review and align, we respectfully request a motion to indefinitely postpone this resolution.
There are no comments or questions. Move to indefinitely postpone Resolution 19426.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 19426 has been, postponed indefinitely. Resolution number 23126, resolution authorizing a grant agreement with Male Behavioral Health to support community-based violence prevention, behavioral health education, and public safety initiatives in the amount of $81,000.
Commissioners, the Male Behavioral Health Resolution in the amount of $81,000 supports our continued partnership to advance 3 prevention-focused initiatives aimed at improving behavioral health outcomes, strengthening families, and enhancing community safety across Franklin County. The 3 initiatives are Black Suicide Prevention Week and the Remembrance Vigil, Black Girl Dad Week and the Father-Daughter Dance, and the Deaths of Despair Symposium. MBH's approach continues to be rooted in strong community relationships, culturally responsive programming, and collaboration with local institutions, youth-serving organizations, health professionals, and credible community leaders. MBH is also recognized nationally for its leadership in men's behavioral health, both bringing expertise and credibility to the work. MBH has historically been a sponsor partner through EECD for the last 3 years. Through these initiatives, they are expected to engage an approximate of 5,000 Franklin County residents through awareness activities, workshops, and healing spaces that reduce stigma and connect individuals to critical behavioral health resources. The work builds on an existing partnership that aligns with your Rise Together Poverty Blueprint goals number 9, 12, 13, as well as the Office of Economic Engagement and Community Development's focus on meaningful community engagement. And also Commissioners Jewel Woods, founder and executive director of Male Behavioral Health, is attending virtually to address any of your concerns. Should you have any, and thereafter we respectfully request your approval on this resolution.
There are no comments or questions. Move for approval, Resolution 23126.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 23126 has been adopted. Resolution number 23226, resolution authorizing a professional services agreement with Columbus Council on World Affairs to provide cultural fluency training in the amount of $60,000.
Commissioners, this resolution authorizes a professional services agreement with Columbus Council on World Affairs in the amount of $60,000 to continue providing cultural fluency training for Franklin County employees. This is an established partner whose work builds on our continued efforts to strengthen staff capacity across BLC agencies, serving an increasingly diverse community. For the past several years, CCWA has provided the cultural fluency training to well over 1,000 employees, and feedback from county employees has been quoted as, "It put things into perspective, great information that I can apply rightly in my role, and the training was truly relevant and helped me better understand and engage with diverse communities that we serve." Another staffer quoted that the trainer was excellent and kept us fully engaged. The discussions were meaningful, and they left with a broader perspective that will directly inform how they approach everyday work and engage with our diverse community in Franklin County. CCWA brings a strong track record in advancing global awareness and cultural understanding through practical career-focused training. This one-year agreement, the county will offer 2 virtual training sessions per month, each lasting 2.5 hours and serving up to 30 employees per session. The interactive sessions are designed to foster meaningful engagement and equip staff with strengthening cultural awareness, improving communication differences, and enhancing leadership effectiveness. The investment aligns with your Rise Together Poverty Blueprint goals number 4 and 9, and it also supports the Office of Economic Engagement and Community Development's workforce development priority by strengthening employee effectiveness and improving how we serve our residents across Franklin County. Pending any questions, we respectfully request your approval.
There are no comments or questions. Move for approval, Resolution 23226.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 23226 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you.
Sanitary engineers.
Resolution number 23326, resolution authorizing a contract with HydroCorp for backflow management software in the amount of $12,236.67.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. I'm Ryan Stowe, the Assistant Director of Sanitary Engineering. Per the Ohio Revised Code and Ohio Administrative Code, the Department of Sanitary Engineering is required to establish and maintain a backflow protection and cross-connection control program, which we did back in 2009. Managing this program is accomplished utilizing special software designed for this application. The program currently employed has been used since 2013 and has become outdated, no longer meeting the needs of our department. Sanitary Engineering has identified software designed and provided by Hydro Corp as a replacement for our current software. The contract before you has a term of 3 years and a total value of $12,236.67. The software has been reviewed and approved by Data Center, and the contract has been approved to form by the Prosecutor's Office. Pending any questions or comments, I request for the approval of this resolution.
There are no comments or questions. Move for approval of Resolution 23326.
Second?
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 23326 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution number 23426. Resolution authorizing a fourth modification to the contract with Amic Consulting Group, LLC, for funding acquisition services in the amount of $472,397.68.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is Stephen Renner, the Director of the Sanitary Engineering Department. The resolution before you authorizes a fourth contract modification with Amic Municipal Consulting Group to continue providing funding acquisitions for our department. Their work helps us pursue outside funding for both water and sewer infrastructure, capital investments, support financial assistance for residents connecting to our capital assets, and monitor compliance for previously funded connections and assist with our future project needs. This modification runs from through December 31st, 2027, and also includes outstanding invoices incurred after the previous agreement expired, which was December 31st. This modification, I lost my place. And it would also help us continue both with our critical infrastructure planning and residential assistance. So therefore, I respectfully request your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 23426.
Second?
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 23426 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you.
Purchasing?
Resolution number 23526. Resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $945,196.87.
Good morning, Commissioners, County Administration.
Good morning.
Megan Perry Balanier, Director of Purchasing. This resolution requests your approval of 79 purchase orders. The County Auditor has pre-certified available funding, and pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 23526.
Second?
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 23526 has been adopted. Resolution number 23626. Resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $40,921.
Commissioners, this resolution requests your approval of 3 purchase orders. The County Auditor has pre-certified available funding, and again, pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 23626.
Second?
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 23626 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Thank you, Megan. The Board of Commissioners?
Resolution number 23826. Resolution authorizing the county administrator to approve and execute certain expenditures for meetings, convenings, and community outreach.
Good morning, Commissioners. Chris Long, Deputy County Administrator. As stated, this resolution authorizes the County Administrator to approve and execute certain expenditures for meetings, convenings, and community outreach, provided that the procurement and contracting processes have been followed, that the contract has been approved to form by the Franklin County Prosecutor's Office, that the County Auditor has pre-certified available funds, purchase orders approved by the Purchasing Department, and the County Administrator has documented the approval. This authorization will only be exercised in order to meet county timely governmental functions and is an extension of the authority that was originally approved in Resolution 33418. Pending any questions, would recommend your approval.
I have just a quick question. So any expenditures that are approved, would it be provided to us like the other ones are in a like a log that's filed with the clerk's office?
That is correct.
Okay.
Ken Wilson, County Administrator.
I was going to say yes, it's going to follow that policy, that form.
Okay. All right. If there are no additional comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 23826.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 23826 has been adopted.
Madam Clerk, do we have any journalizations?
We do not.
All right, that concludes our business for April 14th.
Happy Tuesday, everyone.
Happy Tuesday. File your taxes tomorrow.
Oh, gosh, I need to file an extension.